Alright, we are live. I don't know if anybody's watching at the minute though. Let me see. Live streaming. Oh, we've got one concurrent viewer. Hello, viewer, whoever you are. If I set this up here, then I should be able to see any live chat that comes through. So, we've got a crew using the TSN mod at the minute. It's a crew of 5, which is pretty cool. Just have to ignore the pings that I'm getting. And we're about to run a mission on the TSN mod. I've just been doing a little bit of work on it, so we're going to test it out. They're going to start in the Arita system. I want to start them in the Arita system. I don't know, where should I, because if I start them in the Arita system, they'll have to go through a waypoint system to get to where we are. Let's start them in the waypoint system. Waypoint 89. And then I need to find the lower arc. Do we have a waypoint 89? There we go. Oh, that's interesting. It's not worked. Can you just restart the server, Vash? Let's restart the mission. Alright, it's command to all ships. We're going to be placing you in an enemy system. In that enemy system, we want you to track down and destroy one of the slingshot arrays that they have there. It will be defended with a weapons platform. We're just getting the systems set up now, so stand by. If I end there.
Alright, restart it.
Yep.
Okay.
Right, hopefully it will work this time. So we're going to go straight to the Halter system. And is the Halter system in stellar cartography?
I think so.
Okay, Halter. Sector 9 is where I want to start at. There we go. Waypoint 89. So basic. Play to GM. Configure system side. Needs to be hegemony side. And just set them to that side for the moment. Oh, there's only 3 systems have loaded on my map in the whole test system.
I'll have to look into that.
We suspect that the slingshot array is one transition forwards from where you are. There's a fairly empty system there. Be careful though, there are enemy patrols about in this area. Use the nebula to keep disguised if you can. Alright, let's drop in some enemy patrols to make it look like it's not just an empty system. Hegemony fleets. Torgoth fleet.
Let's see.
Heavy fleet. AI on. Fleet Alpha. Going that way. And then hegemony fleets. Gonna have a heavy Krillian fleet. Fleet Bravo. Going down that way. Then single hegemony, and we're gonna have a Scaran heavy patrolling inside the nebula. Another Scaran patrolling inside the nebula. There we go. And then when they move, sector side needs to be on 1. System side needs to be 1. When they move to the next one, what I need to do is hit that delete ships, and it'll just clear out all the ships, and then I can start setting things up.
They're hitting asteroids.
They just flew into asteroids. That's Adam Para on Helm, by the way. interactions. I want to reduce their sensor range. Sensors. Sensors with message. Basic.
I think they've got a helm problem because they've just transitioned.
Yeah, they should have done. Got those. Right, okay, let's start setting up. Stand by whilst sensor updated. We're going to try and cut through some of this sensor disruption. So, I need to start spawning everything that I want here. Let's give them something to keep them occupied. So, hegemony. They're going to have a Skyrim fleet, a light Skyrim fleet. That's going to harass them while I set stuff up. Hegemony assets. So this is a slingshot array that's going in. This is a new hegemony asset. There we go. And then we're going to have... I need like some defences around here. So let's do a defence platform there. And a defence platform there. And a defence platform there. So they can't just nuke it from a distance. Then let's have a command fleet. So let's have a heavy Targoth command fleet here. And a heavy fleet here. Why is that Skyrim fleet not attacking? Let's delete that selected base so they can't see the base. Spawn to the hegemony. Aliens. Medium fleet. I love how they fire a probe and they follow the probe. Right, I need to switch to the captain's map here so I can see what they can see. See that they can only see 2 enemy fleets, and the Skyrims have turned to attack now. That's perfect. So let's do a mixed fleet here, medium fleet. It's command to Artemis. We suspect that the nebula is being used to conceal the slingshot array. See if you can search it out and then attack and destroy it. There are hegemony patrols in the area. If you can drop a a sensor relay, it may be that we can boost the sensor resolution in this area. We'll set up a rendezvous point in a moment. So interactions. Let's get a sensor relay down in here. So it needs to be a where are you? Points of interest. It's points of interest. That's why. Points of interest. Rendezvous point. And we want it to be relay actions, and we want a sensor boy drop. Oh, there we go. Oh no, I've done a rendezvous. Wrong one. Delete selected. I've done the wrong one. Points of interest. Rendezvous point. Relay actions. Sensor boy drop. There we go. There's the rendezvous point. Drop a sensor boy. They have got 2 scarred enemies like closing up on them. Looking quite nice from here. So they've got the sensor point loaded. They're going to do a hot one by the looks of it. If they launch the Proteus. Quite nice looking.
Okay, I fixed Holter by the way on the nav test branch.
Awesome. I don't know if I'm accessing the nav test or whether I'm accessing the
There you go.
gated one. There, they've got... Oh, taking damage. They had shields down. Stand by when the sensor boy comes online. Please don't be destroyed. Yeah, there we go. So, interactions. Sensors. Sensor range with message. 1600. We've managed to boost resolution, but it isn't perfect. Points of interest. How many sensor boys have they got? No, they've got loads of sensor relays. Oh, they found it. Never mind. We're detecting lots of enemy signatures in the area. Now that you've found it, you'll have to be careful that those enemies don't end up overwhelming you. If you can destroy the arrangement of the whole array, then it'll be sorted. I'm doing what you were doing, Gary, and saying about you need to think about what I'm going to say before I say it over comms.
Yeah, I start to write things down. No, I've been a bit quiet, sorry, 'cause I'm not using my headset. But yeah, I write things down, at least a general idea, but then I kind of forget what I'm saying and start ranting.
Taking out these drones.
Yeah, that's a tough lead you've sent against them.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that they focus just on the objective of, if they take out that Foxtrot 03, 52 and 28, that's basically all they need to do, but they've got 3 weapons platforms around it that are going to cause them problems.
That command fleet as well as fun.
Yeah.
It's a good addition to the mod, that command fleet.
Yeah, they need to get out of there, otherwise they're going to end up being caught. Get out of there. See, I think you get that thing of red dot syndrome of, ooh, red dot, kill it. But in actual fact, it's like, no, avoid it. They need to drag them well out.
Yeah.
The engineers are suggesting a plan. If you can get an engineering team on the power core, they may be able to overload it and take out a couple of those weapons platforms along with it. We're setting up a rendezvous point for you now. Engineering actions, engineering drop.
User left your channel.
Right, you see they've got a nice clear bit of space there. All these hegemony are kind of moving around. So what I'm going to do, just to ease the pressure, is I'm going to take some of these fleets and I'm going to move them away. And if they destroy that power, if they get the engineering team on there and destroy the power, I'll open up the sensors for them as well so they can see what's going on. But let's actually get... oh, there we go. Group to GM, Oscar group. Let's move these out a little bit. So they can't see what I'm doing with this Oscar group. So if I go group to GM, it should move the whole of Oscar group.
I always feel quite cruel as a GM when I put the sensors down to the lowest amount.
It's currently on 11,000, I think.
Hmm.
It's a very useful thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There
Did
was something mentioned on the system updates request thing, whatever that Tom had, was saying like, oh yeah, like the only thing increasing sensors does is the time, but no, he's apparently never done a mission where someone decreased the sensor range.
It's handy for missions like this where they've got a target, because it means
Yeah.
they've got to actually go and search for the target.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now that they know where it is, the trick will be for them to remember where it is, basically. It's also nice because as a GM you can position stuff and have it set up. So like if you transition through a gate, I often reduce the sensor range right down without you knowing. Set everything up in the area that you're in. You transition through the gate and I just increase the sensor range so it looks like it's instant, but in actual fact it's not.
Yep.
One of the things I've thought about what we could add is on the transition you could. Have you ever thought about setting up so it clears down the ships automatically and sets the sensor range to 0 for 30 seconds or so, or 10 seconds, however long we need it?
That is a setting that I set up that was an auto delete one. In fact, yeah, there's already an auto delete setting, so when you transition either edge to edge or through a gate, it automatically wipes out the ships anywhere. So there is that one, but there's not one that's auto sensor.
It'd be a nice bubble lift or whatever, like delete on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you just honestly just pop that right next to the delete button.
Mm. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these fleets and they're just going to be in position so that I can release them when I want. So that Oscar fleet is going to go to an all-stop, and this Juliet fleet is going to go to an all-stop as well. So then they've only got 3 fleets to handle.
Only 3.
Only 3. Yeah. Juliet. Or stop, and then because they can't see them just hanging there, so that's the Juliet group and the as well. So this is like tricks of the trade of, oh well, what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna hide them down here.
User left your channel.
The sensor range is really quite. I wonder why it's so short, because they can't see any enemies behind them at the minute.
What would you say you had it set to? 13,000?
Yeah.
That's not very far.
Yeah, but they're right next to some enemies there. Let's increase it to 16. See, like there, they can't see any enemies.
I wonder if they've adjusted their sensor settings down. To see if there's... Yeah, they should be able to see at least that one fleet.
Yeah. I wonder if they
Take
take.
damage to sensors, that's what
I was gonna say that's really weird, but they can see where the rendezvous point is, so that rendezvous point's still there. They just don't know what enemies are on that rendezvous point at the minute.
Suppose you can't set sides to static meshes, can you?
No, no, you can't. I think these Scarons are causing him some problems.
There, see, now they're able to see things. Their sensors back up to 75%. They were down to 25.
Yeah.
That's why they weren't seeing anything.
I like these drones as well, might be causing them some problems.
Oh, I'm sure.
There's a lot of drones there. I want to delete some of them. As if they're burning out.
Yeah, it's actually really handy that you can delete drones. I wish you could do the same for torpedoes, but...
Yeah. I'm surprised they're treated differently, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. Artemis 3, here's hope.
Here we go, let's see if they can do this drop on this rendezvous point. It's going to be a hard one because it's got a couple of overlapping arcs from the weapons platforms.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I've just looked at the observer screen. If you're watching live, if you check out the observer screen, you can see like some of the power core and their weapons platform. There's a rendezvous point and the slingshot array as well. That was cool. One of them's got tractor.
Tractor and anti-torp is a terrible combination.
Should set some commands to be able to like rejig those as they go along.
Yes, please.
Or maybe
While, but...
have random setups so actually we don't always end up with fleets with 2 or 3 tractors in there. Wow, that looks really cool, does that on the screen? If you're watching the live stream, you can see like it's just popped up on the right hand side, the slingshot array. The whole configuration looks really cool. Artemis, if you can get those engineers on, we'll be able to wipe out a couple of those weapons platforms. It'll make it a little bit easier for you. It'll have to be a quick drop though. So I've still got these 3 fleets in reserve that they won't be able to see because they're a good distance away.
User joined your channel.
They do have their engineers loaded up, so I don't know what's taking them so long.
Probably just focusing on the Scarons right now.
Mm.
I can't really blame them.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to break up these Scarons to make them a little bit easier, so I'm going to start controlling the Scarons. See if I can get them to like almost attack them from 2 different angles. So it looks like the Scarons are trying to coordinate their strikes. Bad tactical maneuver by the Scarons, but
What's this GM being nice? What kind of sorcery is this?
I just kill a few there. The GM being nice. See, those fleets really are just a distraction rather than the main objective. Right, let's see if they can get these engineers on. They're moving in to the array there. that just looks so cool. And they'll be staying out of arcs at the minute because those weapons platforms, yeah, there they go, firing.
That shuttle pilot is brave.
Yeah.
Oof.
They missed.
Yeah, that shuttle's totally taken 2 drones.
It's recovered at least.
Yeah. He's like, nope, nope, nope.
You see the Artemis there was taking the shots, which was covering the shuttle. I think that was working.
Yeah,
But-
they come at it a different angle, I think, though.
Yeah.
If they're quick, they could get one more shuttle test, but all those drones look a bit.
They'll have to be waiting for the refit right now.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Should be mostly done by now, though. But with all this Karen's like, yeah, there's not enough time at this point. I need to pull them off again.
Do they have decoys?
They don't.
Ooh. Do they have any modules?
No, I think they're all disabled on ship one.
Decoys and the other modules that we've got might be unknown to non-TSN people.
Well, this is the TSN mod, so it's not. These guys know about the decoys. Oh right, okay. Sorry, yeah. So decoys are extra modules that we can that they can add to ships, and crews can choose what module to add. So a decoy will spawn like a sensor. It's the sensor boy model, and it acts as a neutral. And what happens is all the drones just go for the decoy instead of the ship. So you can use it to clear out drones. The other module as well is a cluster mine. I don't think they've got cluster mines. Let me see in the comms menu. No, they've not got any modules at the minute. And when we build the sandbox using the command and control systems, all the ships basically say, oh yeah, we want this decoy, or we want the other one, the cluster mines. But they can only have one or the other, they can't have them both. So they've got to decide. So when the fleet go out, we've got to decide between us who's got the decoy, who's got the cluster mines. Are they even available?
Mm-hmm. And we do have some other options available in the works as well.
Yeah. There was a shield enhancement one that I was working on.
Which one?
Shield enhancement. So that would add 25 units to your shields up to a maximum of like 200%. So there was that one that's working on. It was to add additional shields to your shield value. So it was like a hardening, but I need to work that out so it's not overpowered. Otherwise, we'll just like add it to the shields and you'd never die.
Right. Probably some kind of like cooldown.
Yeah. Or if you keep it on too long, your systems start to overheat. That might be another one.
A general overheat across the board might be quite interesting.
So you could, like, with this one, they would fly in, put on their shield enhancer, and then be able to take a few shots while the Proteus deployed. What were the other ones that we were talking about?
There was one that was going to be like ordnance storage, so other ships could resupply from your ship.
And also
Yeah,
Been talked
faster.
about.
that was it. Extended magazine, yeah.
Yep.
And there are rendezvous points set up between ships so you can transfer the cargo and the marine teams across. But then I was gonna.
By the way.
That's very true. And then I was going to extend that so you could transfer ordnance across as well.
Right.
I wonder, they're in fuel collection. I'm going to go onto comms and fleet status and fuel status so I can see their fuel status. It looks a surprisingly simple mission, but it's turning out it's not. Oh, we've got 4 viewers. Hello. Say hi in the live chat. if you're about.
I opened up the comms menu to see what was happening, and I saw the red alert button. I was just like, ooh, there's a button that would get me hated. Ah, they surrendered. That Sagaran surrendered.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was well done, because surrender chances are kind of changed on this. There's 2 more Scarans left, and then there's 2 active fleets. This fleet here, that's this Kilo fleet, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and move them this way so that they do a bit of a flanking manoeuvre. So these arrows that I've got here, well, the kind of arrows, they're an indicator on which direction they go. If I click on one of those arrows, it gets the enemies to point in that direction.
Just see if they are going to take quite a few Scaran drones there. It's got minor damage to the front. I suspect they've got nothing in the way of shields.
They do have nothing in the way of shields. At least shield nodes. Their shield strength is still full.
Oh,
It's not about
that's
shield
surprising. Yeah, I wonder if that's a tactic that if you have the shield strength and you've got all your fit nodes and you know you're about to go into battle, could you drop your shields? Take the damage on the nodes and then go in with your shields up. I feel like it's not a good idea either way.
They are about to discover one of my hidden fleets if I'm not careful.
Oh, yep. Here's one.
Are they struggling for energy at the moment?
Yep. Let's store these hidden fleets over here.
Alright, so they've entered silent running, so we have it's kind of just a detection system for the GM to be able to know if they're being sufficiently stealthy in certain situations. Doesn't actually do anything currently.
Right. And in the background, I'm getting... I'm just talking with Tom.
We are doing a stealth mission, and one of the ships accidentally comes out of silent running. The GM can roll a dice sometimes, or just decide punish them. I tend to roll a dice and see if they what the severity of their
He's too nice.
mistake is.
Gotta lay the hammer down, man.
Felt mean yesterday. What were we talking about Vaj yesterday? Where I felt mean. Yes, the TSN Saber, the jump ship, or it might have been the second mission. They jumped and defend the station. The moment they jumped, I spawned the enemies that were attacking that station. So they jumped into the arc. Quite interesting. So I hope they had their shields up for that one.
Let's see. I'm just talking to Tom in the background at the minute, actually, to try and figure out. So it's 1800 hours UTC, which is 1900 hours my time, which is, we're on 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 4 hours from now. I'll just say 4 hours from now.
You're in the same time zone as Tom, yeah.
Tell him 2 o'clock. I'm in his time zone.
Oh,
Right, let's speak to Farah, who's in the lobby. Anyone else want to join us in the lobby? Please make yourself, please well be welcomed.
okay, they're going back in for the rendezvous point. Are they going to get the rendezvous point? That is a question.
I hope so. They've got the other ships far enough away.
Yeah, all they've got to deal with is the weapons platforms there.
They're firing. Not sure what they're doing here.
So 4 hours from now, it is set. Tom's going to be online. He's going to be talking through well, he's going to be answering all the difficult questions we put to him about Artemis 3.0. Here we go. Are they going to launch the Proteus? Come on, get the Proteus out. Oh, they recovered it straight away.
I think they messed up there. I think they shot a pilot.
Oops.
I'm not sure. I think the Artemis might have been too close to the rendezvous point, so it couldn't get a good trajectory there. My suspicion of what happened.
Proteus launched, Proteus recovered. There's a certain distance as well that you got to move away from the ship. If you are too close to it, it counts it as being like still docked. I'm not keeping an eye on that Kilo fleet. I need to bring them back into. They're all just kind of leaving. Too focused on what the crew's doing. Back to the observer screen. Let's have a look. See, if they get the engineers on there, I'm going to delete 2 weapons platforms for them. But they're going to have to be quick about it.
If only they could deploy a cluster mine in the middle of all that.
Some of the things will be shut down by the weapons platforms.
Here they go.
They're going again. They're going again. There's the Proteus launched. They've got it.
Yeah, they got it.
Engineer teams are deployed. They're working on overloading the systems.
We have a couple minutes here before the Armada campaign part 3 starts. Gary will be leading that as the GM.
Indeed. We
So
currently got about 2 ships worth of people, so the more the better.
Awesome.
So with the fact that there's an antenna array there in that array, it does mean that I could drop in hegemony forces around that point. So, but I don't know if I want to do that because they've got this November fleet coming in. Alright. Basic. Delete selected. Boom. 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 And then I've got points of interest, or is it spawn points? I think it's spawn points, isn't it? Static objects. Other life pod.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I want to go into points of interest. Is it Rex in points of interest?
I believe.
Debris. There we go. And then hegemony. Now, do I have the hegemony platform? I don't. I need to expand the Rex. I wonder if it's on the bases. Yeah. So I need to expand the Rex a little bit to include the weapons platforms, because that'd be a nice little thing. Good job. Those engineers are waiting in the life pod to be picked up. Once you've done that, you've got incoming enemy forces, but some of the array is now offline. If you can destroy that other weapons platform, then the array will be easy pickings from there.
Oh, they used torpedo, which anti-torp got it.
Yeah. They're still struggling with these Scarans.
Are they just a regular? Yeah, they're not Artemis class.
Repeat your last message.
As command and control, I suggest you try and take out those Scarans because they're causing you lots of problems. Let's give them a hint there. And again, I'll be kind, I'll break the Scarans up for them. Give them a bit of a gap between them. They boosted the sensors. That means they're going to get that Juliet group moving. Come on, take out those Scarons. See, they're letting them close in on them. They need to take out the one with the tractor first, I think. Which they're going for. To hit the weapon systems. And really pummel them. I'm going to try and get this other one to go around behind them. That's it, they've taken out the weapon systems. Oh, they almost had him. Oh, what are they doing? Raj, do you want to jump up there and see if they want to? Those guys up there want to jump on the Intrepid and come in as reinforcements?
Sure.
User left your channel.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to spawn the Intrepid. So let's get the Intrepid. Let's spawn that in. Right, I'm going to have to go like that. Go like that. And then hopefully I've got the Intrepid in there. Can't see the Intrepid though.
User joined your channel.
Right.
They moved down onto it.
What's that?
See, I can see the Intrepid on one map, but I can't see it on my Game Master map at the minute.
Yeah, the GM map does that sometimes, and it's
Yeah.
obnoxious to back out.
I'm
Maybe
gonna,
wait like 30 seconds, it'll pop up. But
yeah, I'm just disconnecting and reconnecting. No. That's annoying, because I want the Intrepid down there.
I wonder if no one's spawned the like I got a main screen up.
Right, okay. Well, I spawned it in.
Right, I see the Intrepid, but not the Artemis, ironically.
Yeah, I can't see anything on the Intrepid's one. That's weird. It's almost like they're not synchronized up. Oh, I know why.
Oh, did you change the side of the Artemis or something?
I did. Set player side 2.
There we go. That'll do it.
Admus, the Intrepid has come to join the fight.
Welcome, Intrepid.
Intrepid, current mission objective is to destroy the array in grid Charlie 2. There are many enemy forces in this area. We've already managed to take out 2 weapons platforms. We just need to remove the rest of the array. Right, let's start getting...
Artemis, this is Intrepid. We're on our way in. Where do you want us?
I'm getting some problems with my Game Master screen at the minute.
Intrepid, this is Artemis. Charlie 2 Mark 3 is our target. We're coming to rendezvous with you.
So, my
Understood, Artemis.
GM selection,
Focus on the weapons
Elite
plan.
AI. The AI.
Recommend use of having extreme shielding on these targets.
That's confirmed,
Shield.
Artemis. We'll be sending out nukes.
There we go, now we're reassigning AIs popping up. Spawn. Hegemony forces. A heavy mixed fleet. We're detecting a signal from the antenna. It looks like more enemy ships might be coming in. See if you can get that antenna offline as quick as possible. Oh, the weapons platform shot down both missiles. Brilliant. Love that.
Yeah, the weapons platforms have a lot of beams. I don't remember how many.
Yeah, which is going to really frustrate their plans now.
The Valkyrie class might be able to saturate their defenses.
Hmm.
Got 3 torpedo tubes.
A coordinated strike from the both light cruisers will be able to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
What are you saying? We hear the fast typing skills. Sorry, it's just like a microphone next to my desktop, so when I'm typing, you'll be just hearing me typing. I've met people who are faster. I won't say I'm particularly fast. Come on, get Golf 17. 2 missiles going in. Shot down again. Oh no, they managed to get something through. Oh, that's a hard defense now.
There, they're doing it.
Now I think because I dropped out the server and rejoined, I think the Lima group and the Oscar group positions are wrong. So I'm just going to remove those. They've got a big group there I need to wait to try and handle. Lima group. Delete that group. Get rid of those 2.
The defense platforms, if you can get a feet ahead, just going in with beams is probably the right way to go against them.
The key...
No defenses, because like the platform itself
Artemis,
doesn't have
that's a
any defenses.
The problem they've got now is they're sat on the base and everything's just closing on their position. Good job. It looks like there's just the slingshot platform itself to destroy, and that should hamper their efforts in this area. Once that's destroyed, fall back to waypoint 89 gate. Okay, we are a little bit over time. We should be into the campaign. So as soon as they've destroyed that, we'll go to automated systems, and then I'll be handing over to Garion to run the next section of the campaign. You just need to destroy this last
All
platform.
they gotta do is use all their nukes and mines, and it should be good.
Go in with a heavy ordnance and wipe it out, yeah.
Just get it over with.
Intrepid, we have Tango on the Mike fleet and November fleet.
Understood all that, Mark. Awesome.
They're on amber. So it still says TSN Sabre and TSN Horizon at the top. Because those are predefined things for the names. They could be made generic with ship 1, ship 2, but because this is a TSN script, I've evidently neglected to change those. I'm surprised. Oh, what, they're dropping out the back? 2 mines out the back. Of course, the shields are huge on this ship.
Yep. Wee bit.
They're not meant to be an easy target. So eventually what we're going to be doing in the TSN is having missions like this where we go deep into enemy territory. But instead of 1 and 2 ships, we're gonna end up with like 5 ships, where 2 are attacking the array, and then 2 are going out and moving stuff away, and the third one's trying to distract enemy forces. That's what we do usually in the TSN. We have real coordinated strikes.
Intrepid, we have 0 EMPs on board.
Do you have any mines, Arthur?
That Scarron's nearly dead. If they go round,
Yeah.
6 mines currently.
they're leaving the Scarron.
Both those mines and drop them on Foxtrot 28.
Kill the Scarron. Kill it.
Left, I think.
Yeah, but the Scarron was virtually dead. 1 P-shock on the front and it's gone.
Yeah. True.
It has anti-torp. Oh, I would have hit that Scarron and I'd have just... They're kiting it away.
Oh well.
Intrepid, eliminate that Scarron. Boom.
We are doing.
Yay! Jeez, that was tense. Just like, kill the damn thing, kill it! Stop playing with it and kill it! Right, I'm going to drop in some enemy reinforcements down here.
And also, what I do if I was Intrepid is I would just take those drones in the rear and just keep hammering that platform.
Definitely, definitely.
But it looks like they're just gonna not take the damage.
That can be a tricky thing, actually, when you're on a crew to convince your crew to take some damage. It's like, yeah, shields are down, yeah, nodes are going down, but if we just stand toe-to-toe with it for a couple of seconds, we will destroy it. Just kill it.
Watch out, Intrepid, live mines, live mines.
Takes a while, especially for certain helms officers, to train
Mm.
them to take damage sometimes. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll take some damage. Just keep our engineers out of the way and we'll be fine.
I'm looking at Intrepid. I think, are they hitting that station? They are. Almost offline. Come on. It's taking a lot longer than I expected. Boom.
Hold up, Arthur.
Good job. Fall back. So something like this you could easily extend even further, of putting weapons platforms around the waypoint, the jump gate to try and get back. That could be now something where they've got to get rid of that. All sorts of stuff that we could do to extend this mission. Maybe there's another signal from somewhere where they have to go and pick up some hostages or prisoners of war or something. There's loads of ways that this could be extended. However, in the interest of time and the fact that people want to play the campaign mission 3, Gary's got all that set up, we are gonna end it there. Thank you for watching. I hope it was interesting seeing the view from CiC and seeing me like shouting at them to as a gear. I was like, just do this, just do it. That's it's a problem when you do so much like captaining of multiple ships. I'm so used to just going, yep, go and do that. Right. Good job, guys. We're gonna switch to automated systems there, back through the gate. Okay, and gauge autopilot systems. Oh, that was intense.
Alrighty.
Okay, well, I'm going to bring the stream down there and hand over to Carrion. I'm sure people want to take a short break as well, to be honest, because that will have been quite an intense mission for them. So thank you for watching on YouTube. I saw like we were up at 4 or 5 people watching at one point. That was pretty cool. We'll see you next time for the next campaign mission.